Hey there guys, this is Kenneth Leader from TechGuide, and I'm making a second video. This is right after the third generation iPod Touch unboxing. This is the unboxing of the Hurley Hardshell case for the iPod Touch second and third generation. And as you can see, it's a hard shell, really self-explanatory. And as you can see the front, let me just take this out. This is similar to the in-case sliders that you see. Yeah, let me just try to take this out really quick. If it can come out. Or is it just stuck to the box? Oh, the Hurley logo, I think, is the one keeping it there. There we go. There we go. There it is, the Hurley case. Let me just pop out the plastic. There we go. So, yeah.
So this is my review of the Hurley Hardshell case for the second and third generation iPod Touches. As you can see, there is the box, and according to the box, a hardshell case is provided, and it provides protection for the iPod Touch and allows access to all of the controls. So here's the iPod Touch itself, and as you can see, the case is on it, and the case pretty much provides an open front, with the exception of lips that run around the rim of the iPod Touch, and these lips are pretty much just to keep the iPod Touch secure inside the case. And there's also some protection on the inside of the case, which we will get to later. Now, as you can see, the case is divided into two parts. There's the huge top part, and then there's a little bottom part. Now, as you can see, the backing is pretty nice. I am a huge fan of retro design, and that case does not disappoint in its artwork in the back. But unfortunately, that's really the only good thing this case has, and you will see why in a few minutes. So as you can see, the case is divided into two parts. Again, there's the upper and the lower part, bigger and smaller respectively. And these two parts of the cases are pretty much just held by friction, and those are held by friction by guardrails. Now each part has two guardrails. Of course, the top part has two large guardrails, and the smaller part has two smaller guardrails. But surprisingly though, the guardrails on these two parts are very weak, and the purpose of these guardrails are to grip the iPod Touch so that the case stays on. And it also serves another purpose, and that purpose is to make sure that the case actually stays intact or together. And since the grips are pretty much just very weak, this case pretty much doesn't have a very tight hold on itself, meaning that the iPod Touch can simply slip out of the case and pretty much just fall on the floor. And God forbid it landed on a hard surface. Bye bye iPod Touch. So unfortunately, I have to give this case a very bad rating because of the fact that your iPod Touch can simply just break with the wear and tear of this case. Unfortunately though, the design on the back is pretty much just printed on some sort of adhesive film. And this pretty much just makes the case feel really cheap. And despite that being true, I guess another upside to this case is that the printing actually adds some grip because the printing has some texture. But it does feel cheaper than other cases like the Spec See-Through, so unfortunately this case is still not as good as I want it to be, of course because of the protection that it provides, which is very lacking, and also because of the fact that it feels cheap and that the design will probably wear off within a few months. So that's really my verdict on this case. Definitely do not go out for this case because it is definitely not worth your $27 or even risking the life of your iPod Touch. Yeah, so that's really it. I'm Kenneth Belito from TechGuide. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and if you have any questions on this case, I will be happy to answer them.